morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm dressed to mow my lawn right after this video. I've got a lot of things to do today. And I want to get started right away. I've been working very, very studiously on my projects yesterday. I got, hold on. Let me get let's see if we can get this into view here. Okay, so I finished my pieced backing. I went to work on it yesterday. So what I did was I took this bottom block and put it up next to the hat block and chopped off the sides so that they were exactly the same size. So that way I knew what the center should be. So everything was going to be as straight as possible, but still be wider than the top. And so I used those pieces that I cut off to put the sides on this center section. And then I had leftovers that I could put above and below the candle. And then I didn't have enough to put down the center. So I went into my stash. Good morning, Heather. I went into my stash of Halloween fabrics and found a black one just like it, same print, and put it down the middle. I had orange too, but I thought the black would be better. So that's what I did. I got it all pieced. Now I just need to sandwich it together and figure out a quilt plan. A quilting plan for it. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know, but I will play with that. So this is going to come off the wall. I pulled out some batting and stuff. So I got that going for me. So that is the spooky and sweet sew along that we did with that quarter shop. And then I used pieces from a previous sew along from 2022 from Boo Crew and took some blocks from that to piece a backing to put on the back of that. So it was a top that I was never going to finish. So I thought, let's use the blocks somehow. So I did. And I'm very happy with that. I am very pleased with the way that turned out, and I got that finished last night. So that was busy project, but it didn't take me very long to finish it. So now with this posy sew along, I did cut out my pieces. I have them laid out on boards so that I can get the flower and the stem block completed before the next month. So that is there. And I'll work on that. I don't know when. I've got my lollies to work on too before the next. Do I even have it on my schedule here? No, I don't. So the next one, background piecing, is next Thursday. So I've got to finish my 23 9-patch blocks by next Thursday. I pulled out the fabric for the jelly roll sampler so I can cut, iron and press this, and then cut all of the borders and the 2 sashing pieces so I can get that top together. That's a little bit higher priority, I think, because I want to get the tops done. Free up the project box. So I'll do that this weekend. I've only got Saturday to play with. Sunday, I might be able to sew for a little bit in the morning, but then I'm going to have to leave to go out of town. The snowflake, jelly snowflake that I did, and this is a 2020 Christmas mystery sew along with the Fat Quarter Shop. I started it last year. It was one I definitely wanted to make. And I did put all of the border pieces on this quilt. So this top is done and ready to be quilted. Yay! Yay, another top complete. And I will post a picture of the finished quilt and put it on Facebook as well. I'll post pictures of this too. So before I take it down, I'll have to take a picture. But I've got that ready to go. So then while I was going to go look for batting, yay! Thanks, Heather. So I was looking for my batting so that I could sandwich this together and get it ready. I don't have any basting spray yet, so I got to get out there and get some of that. And hopefully I'll have that before Monday or Tuesday next week. But I went through my closet that has all of my finished tops. And I was cleaning it out so that I can do a show and tell of those here pretty soon. I can probably do it next week one day if I am short on content. We can kind of do it in chunks maybe. But I found a quilt. I shouldn't say I found a quilt. I put it there, but I was reminded of a quilt that I had made. And I was reminded this morning that it was also 3 years ago that I finished this quilt. It was for my youngest son's niece. So my youngest son has two brothers by another mother in Minnesota. And his older brother, they share the same birthday, by the way, had a daughter 3 years ago. And so I made a quilt for her, but I never got it to her. I never mailed it. I didn't do anything with it. And because we just couldn't make plans to like meet up for a day or whatever. So I could meet little Evelyn is her name. And so I contacted Grandma this morning and asked her, I'm going to be in town on Sunday. Is there any chance I could meet up with you and give you this quilt? And so here is the quilt that I made. It needs to be, I'm going to run it through the dryer and toss it around a little bit. But this is the quilt I made for her. Let me see if I can stand up and show this. And I'll have to look up the pattern again. I paid and downloaded the pattern, but you can make multiple different blocks. It's made out of a charm pack. And I think I had 2 or 3 of them. But it goes that way all the way down. It's really cute. I used Jungle Paradise by Stacy Itsu. And I have some charm pack pieces left, but these were the different jungle prints and stuff. There's monkeys and tigers and elephants and whatnot. And then the background fabric I used is a hash dot basic. I don't know if you can still get it, but it's just pink. This is the back. I made a special back for this quilt. It has her name quilted in it. Isn't it sweet? I just love this quilt. So I can't wait to give this to our little Evelyn. Now, my son's other brother also had a child. I did not make a quilt for him. He had a son. And it was probably 2 years ago. So I haven't made him a quilt, but that thought just crossed my mind as well, that I should probably do that. I made one for Evelyn. I should probably make one for that child as well. So my son has now 3 nieces and 2 nephews from my son, my oldest son, and between his other 2 brothers. So yeah, it is fun. So there is my Evelyn quilt. And I'm going to take pictures and stuff when I give it to her Sunday evening. I'm going to stop there on my way home and visit with them for a while, because they're going to have Evelyn for the Sunday night, I guess. I guess Mason picks up Evelyn on Sundays and gets to have time with her at that time. So I get to meet her. I'm so excited. very excited. So my weekend plans then are to get Jelly Roll Sampler fabrics cut and try to get that top completed. Probably won't though. I will work on posies and lollies because I can use lollies as leaders and enders. And I can do a lot of chain stitching with the sew and flips on the posies blocks. And Monday we start Turn Dash Challenge. And I did get an email about that project today and downloaded a new app on my phone, which is not really a social media app, but people can use it as a group app so that you are, and I'm going to learn more about this here shortly, but I downloaded it and put my profile in, but it's groups. And I'm going to check to see if it's something that would be helpful for our group to share and learn and do things like that. If there's like no advertisements and you can make it specific to the types of things that your group would be interested in and tutorials and teaching and whatnot. So I will look more into it. It's called Circle. So if you're interested in looking into it, go check that out and see if that's something that you're interested in. I have to see if there's other groups and stuff that are using this or not, and whether or not it's a beneficial tool for us. But I'll do a little bit more research on that. So what else do I have going on? I did find some more sew-alongs. Actually, I wanted to update on one. So the sew-along with the woven hearts that was posted finally has the pattern that's going to go with it. So that's with these woven stars, these papers. It is, and I'll show you a picture of it, is a heart quilt for the Cancer Awareness Month. So Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So there is actually, I was watching Fat Quarter Shop's live video this morning, and it's the first thing they talk about in that video. So if you want to check out Fat Quarter Shop's video, and if I get a chance, I've got some links I need to be putting in descriptions. I'm going to try to get that done too over the next few days. So I've been like at the last minute trying to get things done here. There is another sew-along. And I don't know if you're interested in Jaybird quilts, but there is a quilt that she is going to be doing a block of the month on next month. And I don't know if you could see this very well, but I'll get it posted to Facebook here soon. I needed to do some more research on, see if there's no dates as of yet, but it's just going to be in 2025. And you can get your kits if you want to use their fabrics in November. And it's the 10th anniversary of Gravity Kit. So I think this is called the Gravity Quilt. And it's done in the Stonehenge gradations by Northcott Fabric. So I don't know if that's something you'd be interested in, but I will post a link to this in my Facebook page as well. There was another one that I still needed to do a little bit more research on. Oh, okay. So kits are available August 20th, but it's by Tables of Cloth, and it's a red and white quilt, I believe. So I'm going to find the better link for it so that you can go in and sign up for it. But this is the kit that you'll receive. It's a box full of envelopes. It looks like pre-cuts. I don't know. It's such a small envelope. I'll look into it a little bit more and see if I can find out more information, and then post that. Other than that, I think that's all I have for today. I didn't go to work last night. Instead, I decided to mow my lawn. So it's been like 3 weeks since I mowed because the temperature got really hot and nothing really grew. Everything kind of turned brown. And so it rained a couple of times. And so things are starting to green up, and my lawn looked gross. So I had to go clean it up. We had a storm that was very windy, and this tree that I have in the backyard is kind of dying. It's kind of gross. And a lot of big branches and stuff fell off of it. So I had to clean up the mess that it made. And so I just mowed the lawn. I weed whacked weeds, and I weeded garden beds, just did the backyard. So today I had to finish up and do the front yard, which is a very small portion of my yard. So I got to do all of that, the weed whacking and stuff. And then I'm going to go through with it with the blower and clean off all the sidewalks, because you know, the grass that grows and the weeds that grow in the cracks of the sidewalks, I was weed whacking those off too. So I got to clean it all up. But it looks so much better. I don't look like such a slacker as a homeowner. I'm feeling much better. My heart feels good. So I'm going to go back and finish what I started yesterday and then shower and go to work. So maybe later on this evening, I'll do some piecing and stuff like that. But so I don't know what time on Sunday I'm leaving to go to St. Paul, but I'm really looking forward to meeting with Evelyn, and I hopefully will have some pictures to share on Facebook and stuff too. So, and see if I can talk my son into coming with me for the weekend. It's his only day off. He works 6 days a week for FedEx. He gets done between 3 and 4, so he's a lot of time in the evenings off, but he didn't want to. He would feel much better if he saw my yard. I hear that a lot. I get really anal about things, and I see other people in my neighborhood aren't steadfast with their lawns. But I grew up doing that with my dad, and you just had to do it. There was just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It was just something my dad always did. He was very, very particular and very, very conscious of things. And I have so many weeds. So many weeds. They're gross. So I tried to talk my son into coming with me on Sunday. I don't think I'll be able to do that since it's his only day off. But who knows? Because he gets to see his niece, he might change his mind, since I work that into my schedule as well. So anyway, you guys have a fabulous weekend. I will see you Monday, August 12th at 10 a.m. And we'll start with the kicking off with the Turn Dash Challenge. I hope by the time the video starts, that I'll have some sort of instruction as to how I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to catch up on my turn dash blocks for this challenge, because I'm challenging myself to finish something I started, a UFO project. And but I might sew along and do a turn dash or two of what they're actually doing with their project. So, which to me seems might be a little bit more, there's fussy cutting and different colors, and so it sounds a little bit more exciting. But I will hopefully have some more instruction on that before I start my video, so I have something there to discuss. Otherwise, I'm just going to make my turn dashes, but I won't start until Monday. So I will keep sewing and keep cleaning, and I will see you guys on Monday. Yeah. Thanks. Excuse me. I'm getting a little excited. So anyway, you guys have a fabulous week, and we'll see you Monday at 10 a.m. I love you. Bye now.